Hello and welcome back to the Shmuseum, where if you're living here in the UK, I'm sure you've already realised, I think summer's over. The rain is here and, well, Brad, it's pretty miserable, right?
Hopefully. But you know, knowing our luck, when this video actually goes live, it'll be like a heat wave again and everyone will be very, very confused. But right
Probably,
now,
but
it's miserable.
If we come and have a look at the E500, all we've done is move this from barn 2 to barn 1 very quickly, and well, you can see after a minute outside, it's already completely soaked.
It's pouring down today.
But everything in here, dare I say it, everything's up to date, we're all good, everything's clean, nothing needs a service, we're all good.
That's good. We're still missing a few things, but
we are still missing a few
soon.
things. So actually, I say that, the Senna's still waiting on its dampers. But other than that, which we know about, we're all good. Which means, I think we should start progressing work on V2 on the workshop. What do you think?
I agree, because we have lots of extra goodies from Bendpak. Obviously, we have all of our auto stackers.
Yep.
We have some more lifts incoming in the future for next door.
We do.
And obviously we have our QuickJacks, which are currently next door with my car on.
And can I just point out, I'm currently very on brand.
On brand.
With the,
but we also have lots of extras, which are all these sort of boxes and crates and pallets behind the E500 currently. So lots of things to take over next door.
Which we have teased for a while. Sorry to cut you off, but we have teased this for a while and said we will show them what is in these boxes one day.
And I guess that is now happening today.
Today is the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of weight here, which is the reason why I've just brought the E500 in, so that we can start loading stuff straight into here and then drive this up to barn 2, because I think some of these are nearly 100 kilos a box, so I think it's going to take both of us to lift them into this. And
worst case, we can get a forklift and use that.
Yes, yeah. You're driving it, not me.
That's fine.
It's on private land, it's fine, don't worry. But yeah, so I think we're going to start packing some of this up, some of which people have probably guessed, and I bet a couple of bits they haven't. But I think this is going to give more of that workshop feel next door and stop it looking like a barn with a couple of cars on lifts, which it currently does at the moment.
Yeah, but still looks pretty good with
it does look pretty good.
We'll see shortly, but having two cars almost in placement next to each other in the workshop kind of way is cool.
Yep, kind of where they would be. So it's starting to get where it should be, but also next door, you may remember we showed you we had a delivery of wood a while back, and Tom decided to open that pack of wood and bring a mitre saw and start cutting some of it up. But actually, I've done a thing, which we'll show you when we get next door, but hopefully Brad will confirm it's not a bad thing.
You made something quite cool.
I did make something quite cool, which is for an even cooler purpose, which you guys will find out about whenever Tim returns at some point in the near future. So I think we should probably stop waffling and start loading stuff up in here so we can go next door and get it unloaded.
You should have just seen in the time lapse, hopefully if it went well, that we've got a few bits in here. We will run through exactly what's in all these boxes once we go over the other side, but last few sort of random bits, funnels, torches.
Workshop type stuff, yeah, seems appropriate. So
yeah, and these are going to come back for later, because some of these are very, very heavy, and I think we are going to try and find a forklift.
Yeah, we did say some of these are over 100 kilos, and if we come and have a look here, the gross weight of this one, with packaging included, is 174 kilos. Yeah, so
and we're not lifting that. Well, not without injuring ourselves.
No,
most likely. So we're going to get a forklift for that, forklift probably for that, maybe for these two while we can.
Yeah, I don't know how heavy that would. Oh, this one I think we'll be okay with, actually. That's
okay, so some bits. But anyway, we have a full E500 and the boot shuts too. There, so I guess a slow drive next door, unload it, and then we can come back with a forklift and pick up some bits and whatever else.
Sounds like a plan. I think these will be able to lift all of these as well.
Yeah, they're not too bad actually. They are 42 kilos with packaging, so they're not too bad at all.
Yeah, I think it'll be a couple of runs just for all of these, and they've probably worked out what they are already. People keep asking if we have these. We do. But anyway, we'll get these out, and yeah, let's go next door.
There we go. Straight into number 2. Hopefully Tom has the radio off, otherwise Classic FM will be blasting through the mics right now. We've got a few bits going on. Current workshop space looks like this. Clio with a very flat tyre. My car with no wheels on there, currently in the back of the Cupra. They've just had new tyres put on, so they need to be fitted back up today. Over here we have the Abarth and the Cupra just tucked out the way, and an E500. And we're just going to ignore what's going on over on the right for now, and Tom can show that a little bit later.
What's going on the right is genius. But yeah, I think we should get some of this out, maybe laid out roughly where we're going to want it, and then yeah, we got some unboxing and assembling to do. Yeah, I was washing my hands
after
lifting stuff. It's dusty.
True, that is fair. So, quick update. This is now empty. We've unloaded everything we brought over, which it feels like we haven't brought that much over.
All of a sudden, it looks like nothing, doesn't it?
But it did take up the whole boot, and we've had a really quick tidy up, a bit of a sweep, just to make this area a bit cleaner. So all we have now is my car with one of the sort of mechanic stalls with my little nuts in, so that's there. The Clio's got the 2 mats either side and a few bits to go in the Clio, but we need the key. So that's coming. QuickJack bits.
Yeah.
What's this called? Motor?
That's the hydraulic motor, yeah.
This is the important bit, is here. And then on our sort of metal shelving wall at the edge, we now have everything else sort of stacked up out the way, which is looking really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, there's some parts, there's some tools, there's some liquidy type stuff. It looks garagey. And I'm hoping the guys can actually see the difference between what we're stood on and then here.
Yeah, you're 100% you can see.
Because to the eye, it's incredibly clear, but obviously on camera, things don't always come up. But we do need to get a cleaning machine again in here and neaten this all up. So that's coming at some point soon. But I guess for now, probably time to jump back in the E-Class and head back down there.
Yeah, let's go.
Sweet. All right, thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, buddy. Bye. Well, that was really exciting. That was the call to confirm that the Clio V6 is all booked in for PPF at Topaz. So
sweet. Although, that's good news.
It's really good news.
We have some bad news.
We might have some bad news.
Our plans have gone a little bit down the drain.
They have, because, okay, let's rewind a little bit. Before we did the intro and started filming this video, I popped in here, grabbed the E-Class and ran it next door ready to load up, as you guys would have seen. Now, it did struggle to start a little bit, and the last couple of times we've jumped in, it has said convenience functions unavailable due to 12 volt battery being low. And it did that again today, but it started, it went down, it left it, you know, it was fine. You saw that, we're here. It was there, we're now here. However, when jumping in just now before that call came in,
oh dear,
it's gone dead. So I think we're going to need to go and grab maybe our CS3. Whoop, 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 whoop.
No classical, please.
I think we're going to need to go and grab maybe our CS3 and plug that in and see if we can give this a boost and get it started. So workshop stuff, see, it's in the right place. So yeah, let's crack on with that one.
Okay, so we have the CS3.
We do.
Just need to pop open the bonnet. Where's the latch on this? Is it down there? Tom, I think it's the passenger side.
Is it?
I think so. I can't find it this side.
It might be, I just can't remember, if I'm completely honest.
You see if you can find it.
No, I think it's definitely your side.
Okay, hang on, let me go and check again.
Well, this is comedy gold right here.
Oh, yeah, right there.
God, so the big red thing.
I was literally looking at it.
You know where this one is?
Yeah, you pull that.
Okay. Excellent stuff.
Where's our battery? Is
this where we find out the battery's in the boot? Doesn't matter, we've got jump points.
Cool.
So, well, I can see an earth point. So I'm somewhere. Let me keep these away. It's off for now. Okay, it's off. It doesn't matter. I can see an earth point there somewhere. That must mean
there's a maybe under that bit over there.
Oh, that's a shout. There you go. The bit that says positive on it.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So,
according to the instructions, which there isn't actually any for it, you plug in the Ctek CS1, you turn it on, and it does everything for you.
So I'm guessing this will turn it on. There we go. Tim last took this because he was using it whilst away in Germany, I think, with maybe the Lusso. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that it had charge left remaining, but that seems to say start. There is no button.
No, it's just the one on
or anything
top.
Around it. So in theory, if we now take this,
hopefully.
I mean, it says it has adaptive boost. It says it's a portable charger with adaptive boost. So having never needed to use it, I don't fully know, but in theory, look at that!
Thank you, Ctek.
Now, from now on, I think that just proves why we leave all of the regular Shmusemobiles on a Ctek, because it prevents this. And shout out, I mean, look at it. It's just this.
You can leave, if you have a car that's a bit older and you're worried about it dying like this, you're going on a road trip, leave this in your boot. It doesn't take up that much room, boot, glove box, whatever.
I'm
Plug it in and you're good.
genuinely amazed by that. That's brilliant. Anyway, let's get this back down, get it loaded up again, and then let's start building some stuff. So this is scary. We have forklift truck, and we have a Brad.
Welcome to my new whip.
I did say that I was going to put you on this. Now, we probably should admit we are fully loaded. We did try filming and forking at the same time, but that didn't go very well. So
it didn't go very well.
So we are all loaded up. Everything's there ready to go. And luckily enough, we've managed to just about, as you can see, get everything on the forks in one go. So I guess it's now your turn
to drive. We did well, but safety first.
Flashing amber beacon, of course.
And you were definitely standing where I'm about to drive, so I would suggest.
Yeah, I'm probably going to put the camera off again so that we can not film and fork lift.
No, you can film. You can film this one.
Okay, let's see.
It'll be fine. Look,
just nice and slow.
It's not that bad. Round we go. Put it into drive.
You really are loving the EVs lately, aren't you? Sorry, I was actually just filming this. I couldn't actually see you. It was
that's fine. And off we go. Back to barn 2.
Okay, let's get to barn 2. All right, so here we are. We're now in barn 2. I can hear some bibbing behind, which can only mean one thing. We have a Brad.
This is good fun, this. It's a bit weird because obviously I'm driving sideways.
Yeah.
But it works. We're in snail mode, so this is fast as I can go.
Good.
Safety first.
Good.
I could get used to this. New career?
I mean, maybe. You have been having a go on lots of weird machinery lately. Shall we just leave it at that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where do you want them?
I should come down here. I think here's probably good, but we do have one block here which came off of one of the boxes. Just need to pop that back about there. So when you bring that down, that should be supported. There we go. Have you got enough room to get back with the E-Class? Go on, push it all forward a bit. There we go. Keep going, you're good. Okay. Now let's try and get out. If you go out and that way, start turning now.
I think we're okay. I've got loads of room back here.
Yeah, full lock. I mean, the beauty of the way these things turn is they do turn pretty much on their own axis.
Yeah, literally. Into forward. That's the wrong way.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of room.
Yeah, loads of room. Until I smack into the wall.
These forks are now like directly at Tom height.
Yeah, watch out.
Maybe you should put them down.
Yeah.
You can tell we're not forklift drivers, but private land, we can do not what we want, but there are no rules on private land.
We don't need to keep telling people this. We're just having fun and working hard.
Just reminding them.
We might need to use this maybe for these bits. I don't know.
I think we'll unbox them. We'll figure it out. Anyway.
Right. Anyway, I'm going for a drive. See ya.
He's gone. I'm going to start with this lot.
Workshop update.
We've done a thing.
We have some banners up. Bendpak and Renault just up to make it feel a little bit more homely and a little bit more workshop-like. There's actually something going on other than just some cars in a bar.
Yeah, and again, when we put up the banners in V1, it just transformed the place. Now I appreciate we've only got a couple, obviously one of which is the Bendpak banner, which is very appropriate given we're putting out all the Bendpak stuff. We have the Bendpak QuickJack here. And very soon we will obviously have the Bendpak 2-post and scissor lift. So that's very on theme. The Remus banner doesn't technically fit given that it was for a GT3 online championship, but
in
Remus,
2021.
Yes, in 21, but Remus is an exhaust manufacturer. We no longer have this up in the Shmuseum, so it seems fitting to not just hide it away and still have it
might as well
display.
use it. And speaking of the scissor lift and 2-post, this is roughly the layout of how they're going to go.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit closer because we're just sort of spreading out. We have so much space. But one car this side, one car this side, tools and benches, like workshop stuff, hopefully
Yeah.
down this side, and obviously then some other storage and rooms. And
Yeah.
at some point, a doorway through into V1.
And I imagine, I don't know whether we'll have, I mean, the reason for putting this here is I don't know what, but I guess something roughly here will effectively separate the workshop from, I think this will kind of be like the kitchenette area. And then obviously we have the toilets, which we may adjust slightly, or they may stay
Plenty of
roughly
things
where
to
they
actually
are,
plan, but roughly this is
Yeah.
the idea. Should we quickly go and show them the thing you've made? Before,
Okay, we
we've got
can
food
do.
on the way, so we should go and get that as well.
Yes,
but
we have ordered. Can anyone guess what we've ordered?
Let's
Cheeky
not even,
Nando's.
oh, well, like I said, that's not
I
even
was
say, someone will
I was
know.
like, yeah, cheeky Nando's, you know the deal. But here we have some lumps of wood that I've thrown together, roughly. Not particularly the best thing in the world, but
Tom has built a table.
I'm quite proud of it. Yeah, I've built a table. Plenty of kind of support underneath. But as you can see, this is the, that's the middle piece. We've got the couple end pieces, which will at some point, can I get this on my own? Yep, there we go. They'll kind of lift roughly up there. And then we have a 2 meter by 3 meter long table, which also needs have a bit more paint. It's had one coat of this this grey paint on it, which I think is quite nice. And yeah, this has been built for a purpose. We've not just built a random table for no reason. I didn't just see some wood and go, oh, Tom's going to get the saw out and start chopping up wood for no reason.
There is a reason, and it will all be revealed hopefully in the not too distant future. But our food is literally on the road,
so we'll see you in about an hour or in about 2 seconds. Nando's is done, and we are back here inside the workshop. And I just had a phone call from the guys at Dub who said, well, they actually previously had said, we're willing to jump in and help you with the Clio because naturally last time me and Brad attempted it, didn't go very well. So it's very convenient that on workshop day, they've given us a call and said, we'll be there shortly. We're going to come along and help with the Clio. And rumour has it they might be in something quite interesting as well. I think whilst that's happening, or in preparation for that, Brad needs to get his car back on all 4 wheels, which he needs to do anyway. But we now need to do that to free up the QuickJack so we can get that back under the Clio to lift it up so the boys from Dub can naturally work on that. And I think whilst Brad is doing that, I'm going to tackle our Bendpak pile, as I'm going to call it, and start putting some stuff together and start making it look more workshop-y in here. So I guess we'll join you guys in a little while, and hopefully a few things have changed in here.
Let's see if this starts just before we start cracking on. We can move it out the way.
For no real reason whatsoever. We're like, I wonder, because last time we parked it for, what was it, 5 minutes and it was dead?
Yeah,
And
it's been longer than that now.
it's been a lot longer than that. So are we going to need the CS3 again, or did the adaptive boost do it?
Nice.
Look
Good
at
old
that.
Ctek.
Literally, I know we say Ctek a lot here on this channel. Hopefully this is proof why. Like, it just works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get this out the way. Let's get cracking.
And also, before, I mean, you can move this either way. Once we have got my car out of the way and the Clio on the QuickJacks, we then have this small mod to do to this, which is our Bluetooth module. So,
yes, which we did speak about before, which Brad bravely said, because I said, look, we'll take it to an audio specialist who know what they're doing. Brad bravely said, I reckon I can do it. So
we're going to give it a go. And again, worst case, give a call to someone and they can help us out and sort it. But yeah, we'll move this for now. I'm going to sort that. Then we're going to sort that. You're going to sort these. It's busy. It's all hands.
Sounds like there's a
it's all
plan.
hands on deck. So let's go. Progress update. Over here we have the first of our wheel dollies on the stand. Tom's just built up the stand and then popped the wheel dollies on, and they look really, really good. We'll use them at some point. 6-ton axle stands ready to go, and I have a car with 4 wheels on that's ready to come down. So simple as grab the controller, press up, and it will raise them up just a little bit so we can get over the first locks. Stop there. Now I need to run each side and just lift this so that can slide straight back over. Round the other side. Same thing, and then back to the controller. And fingers crossed, we should be all good to come all the way down, back onto the ground, over them, and touchdown. This is so good. But now that's done, Tom's gonna crack on and make some banging, I think. And then we can pop the QuickJacks underneath the Clio, ready for Dub to turn up and start working on that. Jump ahead, my car is now over there. Dub have arrived and we have a Clio ready to go up. So, hold the up button, and this will rise straight up into place. Nice and easy does it. Wait until we go over the first locks. Be patient. And then back down onto them now. Progress update from Dub. We have the broken Clio spring. Well, the shock is now out and it is, I mean, it's not in great condition, but as you can see, we have some very dodgy broken spring on here. Going to be fun to actually remove. I don't know what the game plan with that will be. Spring compressors on, maybe double spring compressors on, and then one more this side to do, which I think is almost out. It's just a bit of a fight. But so far, the boys from Dub have done so much better than we've done. They've actually got them out. Look at that. That one looks a lot better than this one, which is good. And then obviously onto rear a little bit later. But for now, that's two fronts that can be removed and replaced. Tom's still cracking on with these bits, and I've just jumped into the Mercedes, ready to start removing some interior trim. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need to do and what needs to come out to make the Bluetooth module work. Over here, more progress being made. We almost have a crane. Not the easiest thing to put together, but Tom's doing a very good job and is almost there with that. Over in the E500 now, things are kind of going to plan, but kind of not going to plan. I have the whole interior stripped out. I've been doing this, making sure everything comes out nicely, no broken clips so far. The issue we now have, this is our adapter that we bought. Supposedly you plug it into the back, you plug into your aux, and it says you select aux. On our screen, which is here, we don't have an aux button. We have a very funny feeling that we can't use this adapter. Looking on the back of the screen, obviously we've tried to find where it would plug in and cannot see that anywhere. So I think for now, on this, it's a mission fail, maybe. Not quite sure what the game plan will be with this. We'll have to do some more research. Maybe have a chat with, like we said, some audio guys and get them to take a look for us. Over this way, we have the old Clio springs, including the broken one, which is in two parts. Kind of cool to see. Zach, this was your doing. That's now there. Outside, if we head out, we will see the Dub boys over here with spring compressors and everything, trying to get them onto the shock. So I think that looks like one done here, ready to go back on the car. But yeah, literally all hands on deck. Everyone is working super hard to make sure we get all of this stuff done. Oh, it's doing crane. Tom is doing some crane action and it seems to be working. Nice. Anyway, I think for now I'm going to put this back together. We actually need to shoot a thumbnail, so I think we'll do that pretty much any minute. Yeah, been an interesting day full of workshop stuff, a few more bits to sort out, and then yeah, who knows what's going to come next.
So, update time.
There's lots of updates.
There is. We've managed to get some stuff built, as I'm sure the guys have already seen. The guys have been making great progress on the Clio.
Which actually is now done. Front springs.
That's how great the progress has been.
Let's go in here. We have new springs.
So you do realise, probably off camera, because time is running out, we're going to have to go for a test drive.
Oh, of course. We are going to need to put more air in that rear tyre.
Yes, yeah, we'll pump the tyre up, we'll pump all tyres up, go for a drive, see how this now feels on brand new suspension. But E500's in pieces.
Yep. We are giving up with this one. I'm giving up with this one, but you are as well, because you haven't touched it, so it's a joint effort. Okay. Even though I've done it all. We found where the aux cable is, which is up in the dash, but there's a lot more trim to remove. So for now, we're going to leave it. Maybe we'll come back and do it another day. Maybe we'll go to a car audio specialist. Yeah, maybe just someone local. I mean, I think the guys at Car Audio Security aren't too far away, so maybe they can help us
maybe we
out.
could pop and see them. Guys, if you're watching, give us a message. We failed. We sure you won't.
What else have we got? We've done our thumbnail now, which is good. So
we have done the thumbnail. I've just opened up the next package, which I don't know if I'm going to get through, but this is a transmission jack to go along with our engine jack. So we've got plenty of jacks, and hopefully this kind of goes to show at least what's in our heads for the kind of projects that we want to be taking on. You know, we don't want to just be doing the bring something in, take the wheels to whoops, as great as that is, but we want to go more in depth. We want to find something with engine problems, with gearbox problems, and go, right, let's figure this out. And
do it ourselves, or bring people in to do it with us, like having the guys
I was going to say,
help.
chances are what will happen if historics are anything to go by, is me and Brad will attempt it, by which I mean Brad will attempt it while I watch,
and then we'll fail,
and then call someone in to do it.
But that's fine,
So,
that's the fun of it.
but somewhere along the lines, we'll eventually learn and start doing stuff ourselves and not have to rely on the generosity of people like the guys from Dub.
So anyway, they want this down off of the QuickJack now. So we'll do that.
Oh, okay.
Get that onto the ground so they can tighten up the last few bits.
Yep.
Put this back together. Tidy a few bits up. We've brought the forklift back in just to move our heavy boxes against the wall.
Yep.
And once that's all done, we're tidied up. We will then probably call it a day. And
just briefly, before we do go, because we've teased them with them for absolute months, let's not just walk away and say, so here, let's actually give you a little sneak peek. So in here, we have another single axle jack. That one actually runs off of a compressor, so we can't set that one up just yet.
A single axle
we don't
jack?
have a compressor.
Is there a photo
Yeah. So you see,
oh wow,
it's called a rolling bridge jack. So it just goes on the one axle or one half of the car, and we'll lift it up, or even a side of the car, I guess maybe. I don't know. To be figured out.
Interesting.
And then here, lastly, we actually have something that I'm not sure will see much use, but it's awesome to have. We have a shop press. So that'd be the kind of thing for like doing bearings, bushes, those kind of things, I think.
See, I would like to do them on the Abarth at some point. Replace them with like some Powerflex or Polybush, something.
Oh, okay, cool.
Similar. So maybe we can reach out to
I don't know
get
if
some
that
bushes,
is,
and maybe it's that, maybe it's not.
I don't know if that is the correct use for them.
If it is, then maybe that's something we can give a go.
Yeah, and
Call
there's
someone in to help.
Tim, don't worry about those. Everything's put together fine.
Yeah.
Honestly. No, those were ones that were given as spares in case you run out, lose one, etc., break something. So we're all good there.
Cool. Anyway, they want this off, so let's go over here and lower this back down to the ground for the first time. So we just have to raise it up a little bit first.
Come on, you go up. I'll get the locks.
There we go. That should be the locks. We need to move these two axle stands out of the front. And you should be getting this side. We should probably move all of these bits out of the way.
You should. And just saying, as you can see, these have now got quite messy.
Yep.
So Paul,
look at the mess.
So Paul at Cure Roofing, who actually phoned me after we last did this and said, stop getting WD-40 on the floor. We've stopped getting WD-40 on the floor. So when you do eventually come to do the flooring, that's not going to be a problem for you.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Time for this to go down. Hydraulic line's definitely out the way,
Yep, I believe so. Look at this.
I mean, this should now be quite a happy, proud moment, but with that rear wheel the way it is, it's quite deflating.
Oh dear. Anyway, next update this afternoon, this evening. We have just been tidying up. We've got lots of stuff for the rubbish, obviously here. We've put the QuickJacks over here out the way. We've obviously got all of the new tools, wheel dollies, jacks, axle stands, shop crane, more bits in the corner, and lots of tools and stuff up on our shelving area here. E500 is going to go with us next door, so it can be put in on it can be plugged into a Ctek 1.2 Clio. I was about to go and park over there in between my car and the Evora, and it isn't starting. Battery is not working. So CS3 is still over here with us. I've just connected it up. I'm going to turn it on. Let it give it a bit of a boost, hopefully anyway. And then we will come and see if it works. But yeah, springs are done on this. E500 we've had to give up with. Whenever we touch things, we have to give up, which is not ideal, but we've had to give up with this one today. But like we said, we'll reach out probably to Corridor Security, someone like that who can take a look and see if they can get music Bluetooth working. It has phone Bluetooth, but we want to be able to listen to our music via Bluetooth. Let's see if this has worked. Nope, not yet. Okay, let's give it a bit longer to charge up on the CS3. Yeah, this is the fun of these sort of older cars. This decided to die this morning. This has decided to die this afternoon. These things happen. So yeah, we're gonna get this done and then head back next door and probably call it a day. Maybe even do it here when Tom is back in V2, because it's time to head home. It's been a long old day, lots has been going on. Massive thank you to the guys from Dub for coming down and sorting out the Clio. It's actually on new springs. it like sits normally. It's not broken, apart from this. But yeah, all is well so far. And there we go. Thank you, Ctek. You have saved the day once again. We can turn this off and then disconnect it from the battery. And this is good to go and park over there. Smooth.
Not dropping car keys, I promise.
It was the Clio, it's okay.
It was the Clio, it wasn't
Do you know what
the mighty Mercedes or the lovely Lotus.
Do you know what I've noticed?
Go on.
All the boring grayscale colour cars, silver, silvery grey, silver, black, grey,
are all in one room.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's the rainbow room and this is the grey room.
Yeah, because this is where you feel a bit grey when working on cars doesn't go how you planned.
Yeah, and in fairness, we still haven't painted the walls, so it's
fine.
not as
Yeah, when the
blue
walls
as-
get painted, we'll bring some bright cars in here.
Yeah, I think we'll go the same blue as next door, just to keep continuity. But if you guys have any ideas, do drop them down below, but not promising we'll go with them if they're too wild. But do let us know what you think. What would you do with the walls in here?
Yeah.
Other than more banners, which are definitely needed, because I think that makes such an impact, as silly as it might sound.
100%.
And this is like now workshop corner, so as you can see, we've got our wheel dollies over here with the QuickJack there as well. Everything's nice and in order as well. So we've got the 1.5 ton jack, followed by the 2.5, followed by the 3. Or is it just 2 ton?
We'll pretend I didn't kind of run through this stuff. Not in that much detail, but I kind of ran through some of the bits here.
Okay, sorry guys.
We can go into in-depth.
I mean, yeah, obviously the 1.5 ton axle stands with the 6 as well. Broken spring
Yeah.
over there, which
We'll
huge
keep
thank
that.
you to the guys at Dub as well, Sean and Terry. Thank you so much for coming and getting that done, because you've got far more patience and persistence than we do.
Yeah. Massive unthank you to Zach for breaking the spring.
Yeah, Zach, that's your fault.
Yeah. But this is looking good. Tripod is coming with us next door, so that isn't staying there. But everything else is basically where it needs to be. WD-40, brake cleaner, some of my other tools, etc.
Like some random oil, you know, as you do,
Yeah,
a bottle of Castrol.
You never know, might need that.
Yeah.
And obviously the banners, which are
And
really good.
funnel for filling oil into something. Oily stuff.
This is starting to come together. We've got wood workshop in the corner, car workshop now in this area, car parking over there, which is looking great.
Wood workshop will disappear. At some point I will put the mitre saw away and take all the other tools, and the table will get another lick of paint and go to good use, which it's going to be really, really, really good use. Like, I actually can't wait the purpose for that table.
Yeah, me
We'll just
too.
leave it at
It's
that.
going to be really, really fun. Anyway, I think it's been a funny old video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It's been pretty random.
It has been one of them random ones, but you know what? We've not done one of those in a while.
Yeah, it hasn't been loads of car stuff. It's been a lot based on bringing in this stuff and moving it into the right place and opening things up and getting them ready. And then obviously some working or failing on that.
Yeah.
And a Clio, which has now been fixed.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, as Brad said. I know it might seem a little bit boring and tedious, but this is the behind the scenes. This is what really happens when you're setting up a workshop. Tools and equipment doesn't just appear. You know, you've got to get it, it's got to be put together. And okay, we've had this for quite some time now, but obviously knowing this was in the background coming at some point in the future, there was no point setting all of that up until we had the relevant space to do so, right?
Literally.
So
Literally that.
now we've got it. It's silly how exciting this is. I hope these guys are just, they're probably sitting there going, what's he on about? But this is so exciting because this is the start of future projects. You know, if the Clio V6 came along now, chances are everything that happens would happen
would be right here. And that's, I mean, we have got a chat between the three of us, Tim, Tom, myself, and we are chatting every night about future plans for projects. Like, we were literally up until 3 a.m. last night.
We actually were.
Chatting through ideas, running through different versions of cars.
And can I just say,
idea.
we were up till 3 a.m. Tim wasn't, because he was on a flight back from
Yeah, true.
LA,
so we were
Miami,
just being silly and up
somewhere.
late, but we're sorry, we got in.
But there's a list of about 12 or 15 target cars that we've got in mind. I think we could call them cult classics. I mean, you could, like the V6, you know, the V6 is a cult classic.
A car with a bit of a following behind it.
Yeah. Petrolhead's dream. It's one of those cars that a petrolhead goes, oh, I'd love one of those. That's literally the list of cars we're building.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to get started on these things.
And all reasonably priced as well. That's the key thing. We're not looking at silly stuff. We're looking at, you know, stuff that anyone could go and afford realistically. So, yeah. I think without further ado, we should probably leave that there. But once again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed coming along on a bit of a random day, bit of mayhem, but it's been fun. And for now, till next time.